Okay, let's get it. Let's get it. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's feeling good. Hey, man, if you're watching the replay, please give me a replay, gang, and like, comment, or share. I think right there is like these three little buttons. If you click it, then it'll let you turn on your notifications. So click those three buttons, and it'll let you turn on your notifications. And then every time we go live, it'll let you know we went live, and that will allow us to kick it with each other every morning. My name is Zeke Ali. Um, what have we talked about so far this year? I hope everybody has registered for the newsletter. Like, you get a free mindset newsletter every week just because you're rocking with us. Check this out, everybody. Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Let's get it. Let's go. Yeah, let them know where you're from. Chanel, where are you watching from? You're not on my timeline, so where are you? That way I can help you figure it out. All right. My man David Ruffin in the house. What up, Hakeem? Let's go, bro. Yeah, Naptown in the building. Let them know where you're from. Let them know where you're from. Rep your city. You know, what kind of business do you have? Right? Check it out. What kind of business do you have? What do you do to help the world? If you don't have a business yet, what kind of business do you want to start? You know, I dare you also apply one thing you learn. Post one thing you're going to apply from today's class. I dare you do that. You know what? I need to use that one more often. Let me roll this up a little bit. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right, we in the house. I'm about to call in on this live line. Everybody feeling good? Okay, my man Bobby in the house. Let's get it. Yeah, it's a wealthy Wednesday. Let's go. Chi-Town in the house. All right. Yeah. That's right. We reporting live from FinTech, Georgia. My man Coach Bailey in the house. What up, bro? Hey, man, you talking my language. All right, we about to get this party started. I'm gonna call in on the live line right now. But make sure you rep your city. Make sure you turn on your notifications if you haven't yet. About to get this party started. It'd be wild if we're doing a training on time management and then we start late, huh?
You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, this is Les Brown, and you're in the right place at the right time because we're going to bring the millionaire out of you.
That's a fact. Let's get it.
Thank you. Please announce yourself. All participants are muted. Entry and exit tones are off.
Yeah, I hear him still calling in. Make sure you rep where you're from. We want to know what city you calling in from. We want to know where we got family at. My name is Hazik Ali. I'm a C-suite executive for Inc. 5000, fastest growing company in America. It's been that way 2 years in a row, and I have a feeling we're going to make it 3. Listen to me. Everybody's looking for more time. Everybody's looking for more time. You can't make more time, but you can create more time. You know what I'm saying? Now, having a small business when you first started with this thing, it was a dream, right? It was something you had dreamed about. You were like, yo, when I have my own business, I'm going to have more time on my hands to take it, right? Listen to me. I know you started your own business so that you could kind of be flexible, live anywhere you want in the world. The list goes on and on and on, right? But it's still difficult. You hear me? It's still a serious thing. Having your own venture kind of makes you feel sometimes like you have to wear every hat in the building. I'm talking about you got to be the CEO, but you also got to be the secretary. but you also got to be the janitor. You also have to be the one that's the human resources director, right? So yesterday we were talking about how to create better employees, how to hire better, traits you're looking for. You got to worry about the budgeting. You have to be your own CFO in the beginning. There is so much to do. And this kind of mindset a lot of times leaves you in a place where you feel like you're running on a treadmill. I'm talking about every night you get to go to sleep tired, right? I mean, you ain't got no problem sleeping, but the problem is sometimes you feel like you ain't getting nothing done. You're running 16-hour days and you're under the impression that your get the do list is just getting longer and longer and longer. Can I get a witness? If that's you, then this training is for you. If that's you, instead of you feeling like you need to create more time, what if we found ways you could reduce your workload? Instead of you feeling like you're so active, what if we made it so that you felt more productive? So here are 5 different ways for you to create more time. Here are 5 more ways for you to sort of get into a place where you have the ability and the capacity to run your business the way it deserves. You got people to help. And to do that, you got to use every moment for all it is. All right. So here's the first one. Write this down. Plan your work and work your plan. That's the first one. Plan your work and work the plan. One of the biggest mistakes I see a lot of small business owners make is that they try to work on everything all at once with no idea of a plan. Like they don't know which one is the most important, which is the one that they should put off. And then a lot of times what that does, since we want to stay in our comfort zone, is it'll get us knocking out and focusing on some of the most petty, urgent, but petty crap on our whole list. See, what'll happen, and the problem with this approach is that, yeah, certain things are going to get done and you're going to feel good, right? Sometimes it's even smart to do it that way because you start to build a momentum. But the problem is, even though certain things are getting done, there's no long-term progress. There's no long-term planning. You aren't really sure that the activities that you're putting in today are leading to where you want to be a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now. Can I get a witness? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Listen to me. You've got to figure out a way to get not only the small things done that have to keep you going day to day, but you also have to make sure that you're hitting specific targets, specific milestones, right? Specific goals that you have. This is why we break our year down into the 90-day planner. And I don't have one in here, but if you have a 90-day planner, you know what I'm talking about. A year ain't nothing but 4 90-day periods. And if you would just truncate, that year down, you'd be shocked. Some of the things that you plan on it taking the whole year, you can do in 90 days. The goal is to plan. What I tell my students to do is ask yourself, this 90-day goal, what is it that I need to accomplish in the next month to make that easier, irrelevant, or already done? And then with this 30-day goal, what can I do in the next week to make that easier, irrelevant, or already done? And then with my goal for the week, what can I do today that'll make that goal easier, irrelevant, or already done? Millionaires, it's all about planning your work and working your plan. Can somebody give me that in the comments and then give me a share if that makes sense? Plan your work and work your plan. This is a big deal. Plan your work and then work your plan. That's exactly right. Here's the second one, y'all. Use block scheduling. Use block scheduling. While you planning, you might realize the following, right? You thought that you were working 16-hour days, and it turns out you can't go 16 minutes without getting distracted. Here comes a new email. Here comes a new tweet. Here comes a new text message. Here comes a new notification for one of your social media platforms. All this distraction starts to add up. Do you hear me? So what I suggest is using block scheduling. Block scheduling. What do I mean by that? I mean, what if you set up right now and said from 10:30 to 11:30, I'm focusing just on this. I'm shutting everything off. I'm putting do not disturb on my phone. I'm locking the office door and I'm focusing on nothing but this. Millionaires, that is the secret. If you will just allow yourself to focus, you'd be shocked what you can do. This is why social media is such a weird double-edged sword, right? because part of us, we need our social media because it helps us to grow our presence. But my goodness, it can be time consuming if you go into that thing without a plan. It's almost like that old adage where they tell you, listen, if you don't have a plan, you're going to end up fitting into somebody else's plan. And guess what they got planned for you? Not much. Their whole goal is to make you a consumer. Social media is about having you constantly consume. And you may want to write this down in your notes. The more you consume, the more powerful you make others. The more you create, the more powerful you make yourself. You get what I'm saying to you? What I'm suggesting is that you get off the consumption and get on the production. And that's why number 3 is so important. You ready? Here's number 3. You ready? It's time to learn to outsource. Somebody say delegate or stagnate. Number 3, delegate or stagnate. Delegate or stagnate. What do I mean? I mean, you have to outsource a lot of these time-consuming tasks. You got to learn to delegate. I remember this picture I saw of Beyonce, because there's this meme that goes around on Instagram where it's like, we all got the same 24 hours, you got the same 24 hours in your day as Bill Gates. And the devil is a lie. You know why? Because Bill Gates outsources. I saw this meme where Beyonce's sitting there in her chair, and she got one lady doing her hair on this side, another lady doing her hair on this side, one lady working on this hand, another lady working on this hand, another lady working on the left foot, another lady working on the right foot. This was 6 different people helping her get her thing together. You know how long you got to spend doing all that, right, ladies? Right? So that ain't the same amount of time, because some of us have learned to delegate. Some of us have picked out dreams that were so big that they can include other people. How many of you saw that interview that I just now uploaded on Millionaire Minded TV with Dame Dash and Steven Jackson? Y'all saw that? And how Dame Dash was talking about, what you need is a dream that's big enough to include other people. Anybody catch that? Anybody catch that? Well, check it out. When you have a dream that's big enough to include other people, it starts to get easier to delegate. But check it out. Even if you're still on a level where you haven't hit that particular, you haven't crossed that particular Rubicon, what you can do is get on Fiverr. Somebody write that in the comments for me. Fiverr.com. Please write that in the comments. Fiverr.com, and then give me a share. Or Upwork.com. 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 Upwork.com or Fiverr.com. Both of these are places that are hotbeds, treasure chests of virtual assistants. People that you can take some of these time-consuming but tedious tasks on your list and get them into somebody else's list. Find somebody for whom your work is their play. You know what I mean? That's how you're going to have more time to grow. Here's number 4. That thing was incredible, right, Kim? That thing was incredible, right? If y'all didn't see that, make sure you go to Millionaire Minded TV and get it on. Yeah, Vasan. All right, here's number 4. Simplify and streamline your marketing. Simplify and streamline your marketing. What are we talking about? One of the main activities that we were just now talking about that can take a lot of your time is marketing. Trying to create posts every day, trying to create content. The way Gary Vaynerchuk, if you've ever heard of him, he's the only one that I know who has a presence on all of the top 7 social media sites. And I just said 7, maybe they're 8, maybe they're 6, but he's got a presence on all the top ones. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I mean, the dude is just, and he does a lot of outsourcing. You can tell a cameraman's always with him. He clearly has a team of editors. I'm talking about editors for Facebook content, then editors for Reels, editors for TikTok. But one thing he always says is you ain't got to worry about creating all the time, especially when you're an entrepreneur who's actively entrepreneuring. What you need to focus on is documenting. You ain't got to create so much as you document. If you follow me on Instagram, I think right now my Instagram handle is No Money Down King. If you follow me on Facebook, you'll see in my stories, a lot of times I'm taking you through my day. You know what I mean? I'm or I pepper it with just wild stuff that's going on, but what I try and do is document because I don't have time to create. So that's one time saving strategy. But here's another one. Get together and create all your content in a batch, right? Instead of trying to come up with content every single day, what you can do is just free up some time, create a bunch of content, and then release it according to your content calendar, right? Now you're not spending valuable minutes and hours on these apps while you try and you went there because you was about to post, and then they're so brilliant. The algorithm is so adept at learning your proclivities and your affinities and what you're into. They show you something, and now you're going down a rabbit hole. Don't fall for it. If you notice, a lot of times I barely even, I won't say that. But I will say that this is an area that we can all improve in. And if you will just get yourself in a mindset that the goal is to simplify it and streamline it, you're already ahead of the game. The last one I got for you is take time to rest, y'all. Take time to rest. Make sure that you understand sleep is the main killer. You know what I mean? It's lack of sleep. It's a popular adage amongst us entrepreneurs that we just burning a candle at both ends. But check it out. As a solopreneur, you're going to be more efficient when you have energy, because then you can be more productive. You have energy to make better decisions. You have energy to stay focused for longer periods of time. Listen, that energy is going to come from you being able to recharge your batteries. We got to stop thinking it's so sexy to overwork ourselves, because there's always going to be more to do. But are you doing it well? Because if you ain't got time to do it right, you ain't got time to do it twice. Does that make sense, everybody? I hope this was helpful. It's affirmation time. Let's go. Let's go. It's affirmation time. Let's get it. Let's get it. And I dare you. Which one of these is the thing you're going to apply today? Which of these are you going to apply today? I dare you. I dare you. It's affirmation time. Call in right now, right now. If you don't want to do your affirmations with us for some reason, I don't know why you would ever, not do it. I mean, some of us, the way we talk about ourselves, we need to be pleading the fifth. So at least come and spend a couple minutes programming yourself correctly. The world gonna do enough to you. You don't got to do it to yourself. But this is the affirmation line. Let's go. Let's go. Call in right now. Call in right now. Let's get it. Let's get it. Which one was your favorite? What are you going to apply? What are you going to apply? What are you going to apply from today? Let's go. Post one thing you're going to apply and then share this training. Let's go. All right. Millionaires, repeat after me. Say it like you mean it. I am so happy and grateful